What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Coming at you with yet again another perfume experience. And for today, I have none other than Initio's Side Effect. So I got a full box here, the 90 ml bottle. So we will be going over this perfume shortly. But before we get started, and as per tradition on this channel, make sure to grab your favorite snack, your favorite bevy or cafe, and sit back, relax, and enjoy the awesomeness heading your way. So, what I will be doing shortly, you guys, is I'm going to go through the description of the website as well as the notes. Then I'll do a perfume experience with you. However, let me show you what the packaging looks like. So this right here is how it arrives and how it's presented. And that's the front of the bottle right here. Okay. Side profile on the top, at the bottom. Get the lighting right, yeah. Okay, and yeah, overall just solid. It is very deceptive size-wise. So this is 90 mLs, but it's just, I was a bit surprised by how small the size of the bottle is actually. So this is why I'm showing you the side profile. It's a small bottle, but it's pretty thick. So that's where they kind of cover the I guess volume is through the side. Okay, so let's put this down. We'll grab a sip of coffee. Oh man, that is heavenly, you guys. All right, so description. The tobacco, vanilla, rum, and cinnamon harmony of this fragrance is spellbinding. It tantalizes the most discerning senses by playing off each of its facets. Leather, animal, and the woody note of vanilla, one by one. Recklessly bold and stirring, deeply buried emotions and passions take over. The fragrance lifts the veil on the unsayable. This passionate perfume has the power to plunge its wearer into that altered state where nothing is too daring because there's no risks left. Okay, and the main notes, you have cinnamon bark, rum, tobacco, saffron, sandalwood, and hedion. Okay. All right, you guys, so that's pretty much it for the descriptive. Now, let's do perfect. So, oh, by the way, here's the cap. It is heavy at the top, just because of the way it's shaped, but otherwise it's the inside of it is pretty plasticky. All right, so let's do this. Right, sprayer on this is amazing, you guys. It's a very, very well-performing sprayer. So one spray is more than adequate. Hopefully the camera captures this, but here we are. So the spray print is right here. Like I said, it's a very, very generous sprayer. I only applied just a little bit. I already got a very strong and big spray parameter. The spray, even though the liquid, even though it's clear, you can tell there's quite a bit of oils in there. It is oily. It has a bit of grease to it, which is a bit surprising to me. But hey, just something to be cognizant about as you do dress whites or other colors. I also can tell there's oil in it because there are droplets caught on the hand of my forearm, and they're pretty oily. So that's very interesting for me to note. It's probably the first time I noticed that as I spray a perfume here on my channel. So let's take a whiff. So it's very weird. Let's put it that way. By the way, I blind bought this without ever really trying a sampler of it, mostly because of the hype online. So it's very interesting. It's it has this very synthetic quality to it, and has also this sort of a makeup bag quality to it. I don't know if you've ever been around your girl or a woman and she has her toiletry bag full of makeup and that makeup smell that comes towards the face. It is sweet, it is slightly boozy, it is airy, it's 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 I don't know how to describe it. It is so super well blended that you can't pick on any of the notes independently. It smells very synthetic. Um, yeah, I'm not sure how to describe it. I'm not gonna lie, for the price point, it's a bit underwhelming, and it feels like it's a perfume that's unfinished. So I'm a bit taken back because of all the hyped, exceptionally positive reviews online. I mean, there's a bit of a cough syrup medicine-y sort of quality to this. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit confusing, but not in a good way. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed. I'm trying this with you guys for the first time, so that's. By the way, 90 mil is about 500 Canadian dollars, so this is not cheap. I mean, for $500, I would have expected more, to be honest. Um, yeah, it's a bit underwhelming. Like it's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's nice, but yeah, I don't know. It's something about it is off. Yeah, it definitely has like cough syrup kind of smell to it. You know the dark red syrup you buy in the pharmacy when you have a cold or a cough or a congested nose. That's probably the rum. Okay, that's the rum most likely in there. It does not smell like any rum I've smelled before though. Okay, so let's go over the nose. So there's cinnamon bark. I mean, I can see it. Okay, rum for sure is there. Tobacco. Yeah, I can see that. Saffron. I can also see that because saffron is added to perfume to give this leathery facet. Sandalwood. There's this rich creaminess to this. So yes. And Hedion, I have no idea what that smells like standalone. And by the way, these are only the main notes, so they don't actually go over all the notes contained here. So there could be way, way more in this perfume than they state. This is so weird because as it sits on my skin, is developing more, and even till now, my skin hasn't fully absorbed it, and obviously it has quite a bit of oil content in it. And I'm torn because I love it and I hate it at the same time, and I'm a bit furious at the price point. It just feels like it's a perfume that's incomplete. Like there's something missing. Like they were developing it and they decided to discontinue the development, and then they pulled the recipe back out and decided, hey, let us just use this and sell it. And to my understanding, this is one of the best, if not the number one seller off of Initio. And I'm like, it's nice, but it's also, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to do it a disservice or any injustice because it does smell nice. It doesn't smell bad. It's just that I was hoping for more. Now, my understanding is that Initio is also a sister house of Parfum de Marly, and I can see some of the Parfum de Marly DNA here, but it's just, I don't know. Something about this is very confusing to me. I will tell you this, there's something about it that's slightly sexy, slightly mysterious. It's probably the combo of the tobacco and the rum. I mean, whenever you smell smoke and alcohol, you know somebody's up to no good and there's a good time around the corner. So probably that's what I'm picking up on. It has this very warm, sensual, I mean, I like it, but I also hate it. It's so weird. Oh man, it is really turning into something very sexy on my skin. That is for sure. Wow. Okay. What is this? Oh man, this note, whatever it is, it's just, I think maybe I need to make it settle down a bit more on my skin because now I might start to understand the hype behind it. Yo. Okay, whatever is in here is really, really, really sexy. It's just, this is kind of, I mean, I don't know. This is unisex actually, but um, yeah, I mean, I can see it on women too. Sure, unisex, I'll say, yeah. It's kind of like the kind of perfume you'd smell on an ex of yours, and when you see her and you pick on the scent, you're reminded of how much you love her, but how much you also hate her, and you want to rage, you know? Uh, oh man. Actually, this is, okay, I will say this. It's, wow. Yeah, I definitely put this on an ex of mine that I'm really angry on, but I'm also really into on a physical level, and absolutely destroy her. Oh man. Okay, now I understand why I have a love-hate relationship with this. Okay. Oh man, I can't believe I'm putting this on mine. Okay, well, I guess that's it for the description notes and just going over the experience. You guys get a sense of what's going on here. So let's talk performance. So this is where it's really interesting. So another thing about this, when I went online, people were very conflicted in their opinion on performance. Some said it's weak, others said it's beast mode. Honestly, I mean, for me, I'm gonna be generous with it and say medium in terms of projection and weak in terms of trail and sillage. The sprayer was very generous when I applied it. It was pretty oily, but with that one spray, I'm not really getting much going on here. So if you apply between 2 and 4, you're gonna get about medium projection. But trail and silage with this, I'm gonna say is weak. Unless you really apply a lot on your clothing and not on your skin, maybe you'll get a medium. But for now, let's say a low to medium performance with projection being medium and trail and silage low off of my own skin, okay? With respect to seasonality, listen, this has tobacco, booze, saffron, which gives a leathery quality, vanilla, the gourmand in there. This is gonna be cold weather wear, okay? You want fall and winter. I just don't see this in spring or summer. It would be overkill, just given, I mean, it's not one of those overly strong boozy scents that suffocates you, but still, it's just gonna be uncomfortable to wear it in warm weather, okay? So fall and winter wear. With respect to time of day, this is evening wear. Hands down evening wear. You do not want this in the morning. It's gonna be a bit too much. In the afternoon is a bit too much. You want it in the evening. The later in the evening, the better, okay? With respect to how you would dress this, I'm gonna go ahead and say, listen, this is a kind of a scent that's actually versatile enough to wear from formal all the way to casual. But I would emphasize that when you wear this, you kind of want to be sexy. So dress sexy when you put this on. So if you're a guy, whatever sexy is for you. If you're a gal, well, whatever sexy is for you, okay? Because it is, oh man, there's something about this that's intoxicating. I'm actually starting to understand a little bit about the hype. It's, there's something in here. It's not necessarily the scent profile, but there's something going on in here that's just very captivating is the best word I can put it. There's a certain magnetism to the scent. Okay, so we talked about how you address this. Now, with respect to context, I'm gonna go ahead and say, listen, this is a perfect date scent, okay? I mean, if you really want to come across as mysterious, dangerous, erotic, indirectly sexual, you know, sort of just hinting at it, confusing your date, and they just feel like they're lost in you, wanting you, but also at the same time scared of you. This is your scent. It will confuse the nose off of your date. Yeah, it's got this push-pull sort of quality to it. So on the one hand, it's like your date is gonna wanna be all over you, but at the same time really scared of kind of getting a little bit off you. You know, it's like you're a drug and they know that even a little bit will get them on the merry-go-round of addiction, and they just can't let go of you. And if they do let go of you because they know you're not good for them, that you're toxic, they're gonna resent you, but they're gonna love you and hate you and miss you and want to be with you. And at the same time, they can't control themselves and come back around to you, and no other guy or gal registers on their radar. Like, this is that kind of a scent for a date. Can you wear it to a club? It's not strong enough for performance in a club, so I would say no. But for a lounge, depending on the people densities, if you're going to a cocktail lounge where you're socializing, maybe. But it's not a scent that's gonna perform strongly in an environment where there's a lot of people perspirating, a lot of humidity created by people. It's just not that kind of a boozy tobacco scent. So you need a little bit of airiness. The scent is airy, but it also needs space to help it sort of, get picked on. Jeez, this is turning into something very, 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 very sexy. Oh my god. Ah, jeez. I can smell that on. Ah. Anyways, so yeah, date scent, perfect date scent. Actually, you know what? Maybe not a first date, maybe a second or a third date. First date, you want a clean, soapy kind of a scent, so you're presentable as a healthy, clean, well groomed, well taken care of kind of a guy. And then as you're getting closer to the intimate time, then you put this scent on where it's naughty and playful and just has a bit of an edge to it. Okay, so just food for thought there. So, with that said, would I recommend Initio's side effect? Man, this is gonna be tough. I will say, now that I've let it settle on my skin a bit and I have a better understanding of it, and the hype, I'll say 100% yes, get your nose on it, get your wallet on it, cop it. You will not regret it. However, there is a caveat. 500 Canadian is a lot for this. For what it is, I like it, but for what it is, 900 is a lot, okay? 500 is a lot. The other part of it that I wish for the price point I had more of was performance. I think that also for the price point, the performance leaves much lacking. In terms of the formulation, I'm not gonna backtrack on what I said earlier and say that it feels complete. It feels like somebody stopped working on this and it needed more work. But perhaps that's part of the allure of it. It leaves more to be desired, and your imagination jumps in and fills the gaps, which actually is not a bad thing. It's actually very, very fascinating to me now that I think about it, that a perfume, and this is probably the first perfume I've ever experienced that makes me think that way, where my imagination is jumping in and trying to complete the scent profile. Again, it is not bad at all. It's actually really, really nice, especially now that it's started to settle on my skin. But yeah, it makes you feel incomplete. It's kind of like a tease. And in a way, I'm starting to understand the appeal of it. So I will say this. Grab yourself a sampler. Like, I blind bought this as a full bottle. Having gone through it now with you guys, I don't regret it. But for some of you out there, you may not like it. So make sure you grab a sampler. Otherwise, if you actually like anything I've stated so far, then you know what? Blind buy it. Get your nose on it, get your wallet on it, cop it. You will not regret it. I'm actually really glad I made this video and experienced it with you guys, because now I have a newfound appreciation for it. And again, I mean, I don't upload any videos of perfumes that I would not endorse, just because what's the point, right? Like, I just want to be authentic and share with you guys, things that I do enjoy, in the hopes that you might actually enjoy it yourself too. But yeah, this one is really interesting, and I'm actually looking forward. My God. Okay. No. The dry down is where it's at. The more it settles on the skin, oh my God. This is like, whoa. Okay, anyways, I gotta wrap this up. All right, you guys. I really, as per usual, very much appreciate your time and attention, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.